Aure appara dure jate pabe premadan. Aure appara dure jate pabe premadan. Ishar to nahi hai. Ishar to nahi hai. Krishna name ruche habe kuch bebanda. Anurag to habe hai. Anurag to habe hai. Krishna name anurag to habe. Radha Shame Bhabe Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the great hero of Navadvip, comes into this world to enjoy his pastimes. But while he does, he freely gives away love of God to everyone all over the world. Compared by the great acharyas to the emperor who becomes so intoxicated that he goes into his treasury house, gathers up the most valuable jewels, brings them in a bag down to the common road, and dancing in an intoxicated state, begins to hand them out to the passers-by without discrimination. In the age of Kali Yuga, the only qualification, Jiva Goswami says in the Bhagavad Sandarbha, is one's disqualification. Krishna has to come to give some dispensation. But because Krishna is also known as Vanchahatita, whenever he fulfills someone's desire or whenever he gives a gift, it's far beyond the imagination of the receiver. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to the Kali Yuga, and anyone from any walk of life who grabs onto the Sankirtan movement and calls out, Gaura Kripa Hole Hai, 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 Gaura Kripa Hole Hai. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Agadatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kathamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Parakamana Sri Guru Vaishnavascha Sri Rupa Sajata Sadhana Raghunathamrita Jam Sajiva Sadvaitam Sarvatutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sadhana Lalita Shri Shakamritascha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabando Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpakarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patikana Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Go Premanande Hari Hari Go. I'd like to welcome my dear God brother Chanakarta Prabhu, sitting in the back with the beautiful tilak, beautiful Vaishnav tilak. We're old friends from Chicago, and we used to distribute books together at O'Hare Airport. And he was the protector of the devotees. He was known for protecting the bodies of the devotees, because we used to get attacked a lot. And Chanakarta Prabhu was born to fight the demons. So thank you, Chanakarta. Otherwise, we might not have come here. And also Tukaram Prabhu, who's the illustrious temple president and leader of the Laguna Beach community in California. He's a great scholar in his own right, and a soft-hearted Vaishnav, all in one. And I'm always eager to have his association. Thank you for coming to Tukaram Prabhu. Uttama Shloka Prabhu's been coming to some of the programs, and I've had the great fortune of sitting every morning and chanting japa next to him. I can say that I've definitely moved up a few notches just by being in his proximity, which is one of the great principles of devotional service. It's proximity. If we want to know how to advance in devotional service or any other science, just get around those who are doing it well or who are very enthusiastic and serious. And there's a way in which, because we are impressionable, it's our nature, that we will take on their qualities, especially if we can appreciate. And that brings us to one of the great principles that we've talked about here. We wrote it up on the board, and we took it, we took it as a great jewel that we can live by for the rest of our lives, out of one of Prabhupada's purports in the Adi Lila of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And that is that one must develop one's appreciating capacity. These are Prabhupada's words. And as we come up in the various species of life, our ability to appreciate is increased by the nature of our body, and especially the human form of life. Tato Brahma Jignasa. There's a way in which the human body is especially designed to appreciate Krishna. And while we're in this life, we were just hearing from Bhaktivinoda Thakur that when we take to the practice of bhakti, we're increasing our appreciating capacity. This is what advancement means. The more that we can appreciate the glories of the holy name and the devotees and the 9 processes of devotional service, the more we advance. This is the symptom of advancement according to Jiva Goswami. The more one is eager to hear about Krishna, the more one is advanced in devotional services. This is a formula you can measure for yourself. How eager am I to run to that place where the Krishna Katha is flowing? And as my capacity to hear increases, that sound vibration enters the heart, and it causes a change of heart. The body is the chariot, and the heart is the driver. And we go everywhere that we do go according to our faith. A woman doesn't move without faith. We don't cross the road until we're sure that we won't get run over by a bus, unless you have a death wish, in which case you wait till the bus is coming. And so the faith that we have in our heart, as it thickens, as it becomes purified by the process of hearing transcendental sound, and that we do become purified by transcendental sound is verified in the Shastras, correct? Yes or no? Yes or yes? Okay, so let's hear 3 verses that confirm that by hearing Krishna Katha, one's heart is changed, rectified. Go ahead. A sweet verse indeed, because it includes the word Suhrit, which means the Lord who is very, very good. He lives in our heart. He's our extreme well-wisher, and never inattentive to our advancement in devotional service or to any of our wishes. He's veritable desire tree, says Prahlad Maharaj, who fulfills the desires of everyone. And it's only on account of my errant desire. If I go underneath a desire tree and I make the wish, please let a bag of hammers fall upon my head, and then the hammers subsequently fall upon my head, whose fault is it? Mine? Darn. And so Prahlad Maharaj says the desire tree doesn't discriminate and simply gives, doesn't consider the lower and the higher. And similarly, Krishna is the witness within the heart and the fulfiller of all desires. Nitya Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitananam Ekopavnam Yovidhati Kaman. He's fulfilling the desire of every living entity since a time immemorial. He's a sentient being just as we're sentient. Sentient means feeling. He has feelings just as we have feelings. I was talking to Devamrita Swami about some social interaction in which a devotee got his feelings hurt. And I said, such and such is very sensitive. He said, we're all sensitive. It's because we're sentient. We're sensitive. And Krishna's sensitive too. And we have a very feeling relationship with Krishna. Sandikya Nitya Sambandha Prakritischcha Parayavasa. We have an eternal kinship with the Supreme because we're of the same nature. We have the same feelings and sentiments, but they've become dulled due to contact with matter. What's another verse? We need two more.
Srinvatam Shraddhaya.
What are you doing? We just did Srinvatam Swakatam Krishna, and you have?
Srinvatam Shraddhaya Nityam Vrinatascha Swacheshtitam Kalena Nati Dirgena Bhagavan Vichate Hudi.
The pundit in the corner.
Pravishta Karna Randrena Swanam Bhavasauruham Dhunoti Shamalam Krishna Shalilasya Yathasharad.
Please expound. And where's the microphone?
It's from 2nd Canto, 8th chapter, 4th verse. It is said that those who seriously try to read and absorb and follow the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord very quickly enters into their heart, and after entering their heart, He cleanses the heart of all material contaminations, and the heart becomes as clear as a pond in the autumn.
Thank you, Sri. One more. Microphone.
By regularly studying the Bhagavatam, all the bad things and the material desires in our heart are cleansed. And Krishna from within our heart cleanses it by using the Vinayam process of Vidhanoti.
By using what?
The Vinayam process, Vidhanoti.
That's from Srimvatam Swakatam Krishna, right? You said, Nashtaprayeshu Padreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashti. By serving the Bhagavat, and there's two kinds of Bhagavats, there's a person Bhagavat and a book Bhagavat, then the dirty things in the heart are destroyed practically to nil. Nice. So, as we cleanse the heart, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Chaito Darpana Marjanam, that the heart is a mirror, and it reflects, just like a mirror reflects. Shankaracharya said that when you look at a sword, and your face looks elongated because it's distorted, you may be shocked because your face is distorted. Have you ever looked in a mirror and been shocked? Because I have. When I was on an airplane, I was taking a long flight and I woke up and I went into those tiny little bathrooms that they have on the flight. And I was half asleep and I looked in the mirror and my face was lopsided. And I thought, oh no, what am I going to tell the devotees? I look like a monster now. And then I moved a little to the right and I saw that it looked, as normal as I usually do. And I realized there was a blemish in the mirror. And this example is given in the Yoga Sutra that when you look in a distorted mirror, you see an imbalanced vision of yourself. And when the heart, the mirror of the heart, the consciousness, the chitta, is distorted because of contamination, we see ourselves as something that we're not. And when you do that, you're living in an artificial state of mind. Payam dvitiya abhiniveshata syad ishad apetasya viparyayo smitihi. And therefore fear arises, anxiety of material existence, because I see something that I'm not, the dvitiya, and I become absorbed in it. So by transferring our absorption, which is our nature to be absorbed in something, to the process of hearing and chanting about Krishna, the sound vibration, as we've proved in this court of law, destroys or diminishes gradually the contamination in the heart. And then one comes to see one's loving relationship. In that verse that Srivas Pandit Prabhu quoted, there's a phrase about how one establishes one's loving relationship with Krishna, who's there within the heart. Isn't that nice? And then one's appreciating capacity comes to the topmost level. And we heard this morning from Damahar Prabhu that there's a way in which the advancing devotee is able to see Krishna everywhere, within all aspects of nature. And as he or she sees the energy of the Lord. One Sri Shubham Shadso. And then thinks of the form of the Lord subsequently because of that. And that way, one lives constantly in association with the Lord and thinks of the Lord. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani vanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tatunam jugutsate. One who sees everything in relation to the Supreme Lord and sees the Supreme Lord within everything, never hates anything or any being. One who always sees all living entities as spiritual sparks and quality, one with the Lord becomes a true knower of things, but then can be illusion or anxiety for him. So as far as I'm concerned, out of all the principles that we mined from our discussions over the last 10 days, that was the topmost, the appreciating capacity. Because it goes along with a theme that we've talked about previously, and that is, whatever you appreciate, appreciates. And Voltaire said that when you're able to appreciate the good qualities in another, then you assume those qualities. They actually enter your heart. And when you're envious, which means that you can't tolerate the eminence of another, then you block the good qualities of others. You put a force field around yourself and you can't absorb that, even if you're in close proximity. You'll simply be envious and you're shut off to the good qualities in others. So by proximity and an open heart, through purification, we can come to the highest standard of devotional service. And as eternal little appreciators of Krishna, our appreciating capacity can grow. And now we've had, 9 days of parikram, approximately? Is that true?
Yes.
It went by in a blink of an eye, didn't it? Or was it just me? It went by so quickly. And so let's hear from the devotees some of the topmost realizations you had. This is for reflections, realizations that you developed in your mind and heart by going to the holy places, hearing what we've heard over the last 9 days. And Bhakta Sam is ready to go, so please pass on the microphone. Sam, right there.
Hare Krishna. The discussion we just had about the power of hearing made me look up a verse that I once read I forgot.
We need more volume, I guess.
And that verse actually speaks to what my main realization is for the last few days. In the 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 25, Lord Kapila says, Satam Prasangam Virya Sambido Bhavati Karna Rasaya Makata Touch Joshana Ashwa Bhavati Vartmani Shadha Ratir Bhakti Radhakramishyati. Which I don't have the exact translation for, but the point that stuck out for me is Satam Prasangam. The association of devotees, discussions of the pastimes of the Lord are very pleasing to hear, and they allow one to progress steadily, step by step, from faith to eventually to liberation. And what I really appreciated, among so many things, was the wonderful association that brought out so many amazing points, different perspectives, churned up a lot of nectar, especially given that we're in the Dham, there's so much nectar to be.
2 things. One, hold that microphone a little bit pointed towards you. Go ahead.
Okay. So the association, and I just want to thank everybody for everything they contributed. Please excuse my offenses. Multiple is the
That's okay, but those are philosophical in general.
Okay.
Give us something more specific. Like specifically to the point that you're talking about, something, an impression that you had, a specific impression, some devotee you saw, a thing that you felt. I mean, what was it specifically you saw or felt?
I was very impressed by, I shared a room with Madhukari Prabhu, and I was very impressed by how, despite the very busy schedule that we kept, he managed to do a lot of reading. He would wake up before me every day and memorize shlokas, and I really liked that.
Good, Madhukar. So you by proximity, you felt enhanced, your devotional service was enhanced.
Yeah, it's like running a race with somebody who's much faster than you. You just start to push yourself.
Nice. Very good, very good. Bravo, bravo. Sadhu, sadhu. Look, Omkar is ready to go.
I got a very deep impression left at the Vishnupriya temple. I think it was the day before yesterday. There was one old lady who came in during the kirtan, and she looked at the devotees like she was so happy, and like it was reminding her of something very dear to her. I got that impression. And I also liked very much the discussion about how a devotee develops all good qualities in the verses quoted. And even just over the short span that I've known some of the devotees here, and just looking at myself, seeing how those qualities are becoming more and more blossomed, is very encouraging. And the whole idea of seeing a devotee and his natural innate qualities come out is exciting and very encouraging. So those are two things that...
The first one was specific, the second one was general. Anything specific? Without embarrassing anybody?
Not without embarrassing anybody.
Okay, that's all right. Bravo. Well done. Okay, realizations, impressions, things that stuck in your mind. What are you taking home? Shraddha Devi Dasi in the back.
Hare Krishna. When I was in Vrindavan in the year 2011, I was and you had also mentioned that several times that the people in Vrindavan are so focused on Krishna that anywhere the rickshaw followers and anybody, like if they bump into you, it's like Hare Krishna or Radhe Radhe. So, and then after that, when you come to Delhi to board your flight back to USA, it's such a contrast over there. And so Vrindavan was the focus in my mind. And then when I came here to Mayapur, I was impressed because the people here, the devotees of Mayapur, are even one step ahead, because I witnessed so many ladies whom we met on the parikrama. They would see us singing and they would in gay abandon start dancing with us. Now that was something I did not see in the Vrindavan. This is typical of Mayapur. I'm carrying with those happy memories and those vivid pictures in my mind.
Yeah, that's a good one. I noticed that too. Everywhere we went, there wasn't one person who didn't, respond by putting their arms up in the air and just from the bottom of their heart with a very, pure look on their face, enjoy the fact that we were doing kirtan. In the little villages, people would come running out to see the kirtan and start dancing, and that was so wonderful. Nice point, Shraddha. Really nice point. Okay, Srivas.